What is it like being a Jamaican in Peru? Hi, I'm Xavier Murphy, the founder of Jamaicans.com. And today in Jamaicans to the World, we talk to Joseph Wong, a Jamaican living in Peru. Welcome, Joseph. How are you?
I'm okay, Xavier. I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Actually, today I'm in a new area, new studio that I got set up. So I'm a little excited.
Okay, so I'm the first.
Yes, you are the first. You're the first here. So before we get into Peru, which part of Jamaica you come from?
From small town, Manchester. In Manchester, Christiana. I don't know if
Okay.
you heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yes, I have people that come from the Manchester, Mandeville, and so I've driven through there.
Yes, I'm from Christiana. Went to
I'm
Knox College, actually.
that's my next. You know the next question. So
Yeah.
you're a Noxie.
Yeah, I'm a Knoxite.
Is it Noxie or Noxite?
Knoxite.
Noxite. All right.
Yeah.
So I've been saying the wrong thing. Thanks for correcting me, sir. So tell us your story. How did you get to Peru?
Well, my wife, she was studying in Jamaica. She was on a scholarship. We both attended the Caribbean Maritime University, and that's where I met her. And then we were dating for some time, around 2 years, and then because of my job and her job, she went back to live in Peru, and I was visiting only on vacation when I had vacation. But since the past 3 years, I've been living here with her.
Okay. Okay. So love brought you to Peru.
Yes, love brought me to Peru.
And let me ask you, I'm getting a little nosy here. Did she know English when she came to Jamaica and was studying there?
No, she studied English here in Peru, but she was not as fluent as she is now. Because when she was in Jamaica, you could barely understand what she's saying, or if you understand some words. But now she's fluent.
Good.
So with my help, she's fluent.
And I'm sure she picked up some patois while she was there.
Yeah, she knows some patois. For sure, she knows some patois.
So tell us about the people of Peru. Again, you got your introduction kind of in Jamaica with your wife, but tell us about the people. What are the people there like?
Well, the people here, you'll if you ever visit here, you'll find out that they're very kind people, very friendly, and very helpful set of people. That's one of the best thing about Peruvians. They're very kind people.
Mm. And how are they towards Jamaicans, the people, when they realize that, hey, you're from Jamaica. What's typically the reaction?
Well, they love Jamaicans because they know the famous Jamaicans, Bob Marley. They love reggae. They love Usain Bolt. So for sure, when I say that I'm from Jamaica, they will say, "Ah, Usain Bolt and Bob Marley." That's normally the comments I get. Actually, one time there was a football match here. I think maybe 2 years ago, with the reggae girls was playing against Peru, and I went with my family. We were wearing the Jamaican colors and Jamaican T-shirts, and actually people were stopping us, asking to take pictures, thinking we were Jamaicans.
So your wife was wearing the Jamaican colors too?
Yeah, we were like six of us wearing the Jamaican colors.
So your wife now is claiming you have her claiming.
Yeah, she's claiming Jamaica.
Good.
So we were in a stadium full of Peruvians, and maybe only, along with the football team, maybe six other Jamaicans in the stadium.
I I can imagine you were like a dot or a speck right in the whole stadium.
Yes, representing Jamaica, and for sure, I had these dreadlocks. You know, these dreadlocks hat they sell in Jamaica. I had two. and I was wearing these dreadlocks. So you can imagine everybody coming up to take picture with the Rasta man because you don't see Rastas here.
So you mentioned something there. Are there a lot of black people or people of I mean, yes, we're gonna say, let's say Hispanic is part of what you call people of color, but do you find because it's South America, and I know, well, yeah, kind of Central South, thereabouts. um, how is the diversity there?
Yeah, we have black Peruvians.
Okay.
Actually, my mother-in-law is black. You will think she's my mother. You will think she's Jamaican. She will pass as a Jamaican. She's black, so we have a lot of black Peruvians here.
I see. I see. And
So it's very diverse.
is there a history? Like, for example, in Panama, a lot of the black population there were the migrant workers that came to work on a canal. I know even in terms of Costa Rica, some of it is the folks that came from Panama and then kind of trickled down into Costa Rica and some of these other places. Is
Yes,
there?
so I think it's the same. They trickle down until they arrive to Peru. That's how they have the black Peruvians.
I see. I see. And and do they maintain? Do you find? And again, I know I'm going a little deep into some of this stuff, but do you find that they maintained any of the past history, like in Costa Rica? I know they say Mecatelio, which is the equivalent to our Jamaican, or as we say, patois, Jamaican patois. They speak Mecatelio, and even in some places in Panama, any of that trickled down for the folks that kind of came down through Panama or came that way. Do you encounter any of that?
No, for the black Peruvians, there's nothing so historical like that came from ancestors. But here they have what they call Incas. Like Mexicans, they have the Mayans. Here we
Mm-hmm.
have the Incas. So that is their history for the Peruvian Incas.
Okay. And do they have like holiday celebrations, different things that the Incas celebrate there that showcases the culture and the customs and all of that?
They don't have a holiday specifically, but in this small town, more in the mountains, in a place called Cusco, then there you will see all of the history, all of the dances, all of the culture of the Incas. So they preserve this culture. Actually, there's a place, I don't know if you have heard of it before, Machu Picchu. That's
Yes.
in Cusco. Yes,
Yeah.
they preserve this area. They preserve it, trying to preserve history.
So you are close to it?
And not close. It's by plane. It's like an hour in plane, and then an hour by the train.
Okay. Because one of my questions, which it was, places that you should visit or you would recommend to visit, and it sounds like you've been there.
Yeah, the best one so far for me was Machu Picchu because it's they said it's the new wonder of the world, one of the new wonders of the world. So it's the most touristic place here in Peru. Very nice historical place, Machu Picchu.
And so, since I'm already on places already, any other recommendation for, listen, if I was to visit, and I do want to visit Peru, I've always wanted to visit that location. I always mess it up, Machu Picchu, always mess it up. But
Yeah, Machu Picchu.
any other place that you would recommend, that you'd say, if you come to Peru, either visit this place or experience, you got to have this experience?
Yeah, for the historians will be Machu Picchu. For the musicians will be Barranco because this small other town is for musician. You will see live music, the arts. Yeah, Barranco will be the place. And for dancing or for salsa, it will be the place that I'm living now, Callao. It's the town of salsa.
So you salsa in?
Yeah, I'm trying. I don't get it as yet, but I'm trying. With my two left foot, I'm trying.
No, well, listen, man. If you know if you know some of them reggae dances, that the salsa thing might come on a little easier.
No, salsa is much harder. Trust me.
I'll agree with you. My wife and I did a few classes, and short story. We said we're going on a cruise, right? And we've seen people do it on a cruise. I would say we're gonna try a little thing. We'll go classes, and when we get on there and see some of these people are like, nah, we're not getting out here.
Yeah, maybe after a few beers it will be easier, but
so I'm gonna move on to food. What's a food like, and what would be one of the things that you'd say, Xavier, if you visit, I want you to, you have to try this.
well, if anybody visit Peru, they will have to try ceviche. I don't know if you've heard of ceviche before, but the Peruvian ceviche is one of the best. It's like raw fish, but it's
Right.
marinated with lemon and other spices. But very soft, very nice, nice food, ceviche.
All right. My
You know,
wife.
what we like to eat cooked food. If it's not cooked, we will not eat it. But the ceviche, it's one of the best. It's like conch salad. I don't know if you have tried the conch salad before, but the ceviche of the fish is one of the best.
Okay. My wife loves ceviche. I've tried it. I'm not gonna say I'm a big fan of it, but hey, if I come there, I have to try something, right? So if that's what
Yeah.
you recommend.
I've tried it outside of Peru, and trust me, it's not the same.
Peru has the best one.
It's the best one.
So on the topic of food, so do you cook any Jamaican food there, or is there I know you're in a small town, is there any Jamaican restaurants that you have encountered in Peru, or where do you get your fix?
There's one Jamaican restaurant, but it has only Jamaican name. It's not. It's not. It don't sell Jamaican food. It just has the Jamaican name. But before, when I was traveling more frequently, I used to bring the curry and I used to bring the browning and seasoning from Jamaica. But thank God I found one supermarket that sells Jamaican curry. So I don't have to be traveling with curry in my bag anymore. So I find Jamaican curry, and when I cook that curry, even the neighbors are coming to ask for food.
So are you doing curry goat, or are you doing curry chicken?
I'm doing curry mutton, curry chicken. I'm doing jerk chicken. I did jerk chicken maybe 2 weeks ago, and I had to do it outside on the barbecue, and people are coming ask if I'm selling jerk chicken.
So it look like you can't have a future little
Business, huh?
pan chicken, drum pan chicken,
Yes,
corner there.
yes. It's in the planning because they love Jamaican food. It's very different. They haven't tried the spices we have.
So you gave them samples. You gave people samples, and they came over.
Yes, we have to give them samples to give them a taste of Jamaica.
So I'm going to move on from food and talk a little bit about the language. And was that a challenge for you, or were you learning it when you were in Jamaica? How previously, a minute ago, right before we started, I hear you were talking to everybody, and you were just like fluent. I mean, it just sounded like this thing.
I studied Spanish to CXC level in Jamaica, and then when I got here, I was using Google Translator. But with time, I'm learning little. But I'm not fluent as yet. But little by little, I'm learning.
You could have fooled me. You could have fooled me because I hear you was rattling off some stuff there, and I was like, I couldn't even pick up. I couldn't even pick up like a one word I could have picked out of it, because if you slow it down sometimes, based on the little 2 years and living in Kingston 21, where I live, which is actually South Florida, because
Yeah.
I'm used to the Spanish or hearing it, but you are quite fluent. Quite well to me, sounded fluent.
Yeah, not there yet.
Well, good, good. And what would you say was your biggest adjustment? So when you moved from Jamaica to Peru, what would you say was the biggest adjustment you had to make?
The biggest one was with the language and then with the weather because here, okay, the heat is not a problem for me because Jamaica is always hot. But when it's cold here, it's really cold. So those are the two biggest challenges for me: language and the weather.
So in terms of cold, what you talking about there? In terms of you need it's not cold to snow,
No,
right?
not cold to snow, but I don't know about the other Jamaicans, but I don't like the cold. Once it goes below 16 for me, it's already cold.
I hear you because I live here because if I was to live in the north of the US or can or any of those places, I couldn't do it. Could not do
Uh,
it. I love my warm weather, you
yeah, I
know.
love the warm, the heat.
And so is it difficult on another note, is it difficult to work, let's say I was going to, move there or whatever, is it difficult, the process of being a Peruvian resident or Peruvian, somebody that is authorized to work and that sort of thing, is that a difficult process there?
No, for to work, it's not. If you have somebody that's, let's say, a company that has a legal company that can sign a contract, then you can get a residence card to work here. Or if you're married, you can work here. But for me, I don't work here because I'm a seafarer. So I go to sea, I work, and I come back. I am here 1 month, 2 months on vacation. So
Oh, okay. So you head out and then come back in and head out and come
yeah,
back in.
yeah, that's how I do it.
Ah, I see. I see. And you're saying headed out on sea. That means you're on a boat.
Yeah, on a boat, on one of those commercial vessels, gas tankers.
Oh, that's
Yeah, not
interesting. So
one of
are you
those big
traveling?
cruise ships.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah. And I mean, I guess you studied marine, so you're used to it. I mean, some people can't
yeah,
stand being out there for a while, and you're saying you're gone for months. Some people just,
yeah. You
it's
get used to it. You get used to it until you can't stand the land.
so when you come back to land, I know Peru is again tropical and so on. You get your fruits there. You get all your the fruits you get in Jamaica there, maybe even some. What is that like?
You will get some. You will get banana. You will get the mango. You will get the tangerine or mandarin. You will get the pineapple. You will get the grape, strawberries. You won't get the guava. You will get soursop if you're lucky. Yeah, fruit like those. You will orange. You will get.
All right. You won't. You don't get your yam though. You're not getting your yam and your breadfruit
Uh,
though.
you won't get no yam. You won't get no breadfruit. If you're lucky, you'll find green banana.
Well, I'm sure you met do with what you can find and get there and turn it into something.
For
Um,
sure.
yes, I'm sure of that. So Joseph, tell us about what the type of music you're hearing there. Are you hearing reggae or is it just reggaeton and salsa? What type of music are you hearing in Peru?
Well, here you will listen salsa mostly. In every part you go, you will listen salsa. But also there is reggaeton that is very popular as well. But mostly you will see young folks listening to the reggaeton. Also there is cumbia, but it's like oldies.
Cumbia.
Yes, cumbia.
Okay. So is it all Latin? What is cumbia? What is it sounds interesting. I'm thinking of it sounds old, but it sounds
Yeah, it's
interesting.
old, but it's not like old salsa. It's a different type of music because just like reggae, that you can hear the rhythm. rhythm and know it's reggae. Cumbia has a rhythm by itself also.
Okay. All right. So I'm winding it down, and the question I have for you is this: you land in Jamaica. What is the first thing you're doing? It could be food, it could be I'm visiting here to get a sea bath, it could be what is that thing that you do when you head back to Jamaica? One of the things you have to do.
Well, the first thing, exiting the airport. There is one island grill there by the airport. Is to get some ackee and saltfish. That's the first
Ah,
thing.
I see. So no ackee there.
No ackee, not even saltfish.
All right. Well, Joseph, listen, I appreciate you spending some time with us. I also want to say I know we had this conversation kind of before with the interview, but congratulations. I know you had mentioned the wife is having a baby, so congratulations on that. And that's
one
exciting.
of a kind, a mix. A one of a kind baby, Peruvian Jamaican.
Yes, and I know you're going to teach him or her some patois.
Some patois, for sure.
So here's how I typically close out. I know for the most part, Spanish is the dominant language there. What is the informal way that Peruvians may say goodbye to a friend, a good friend? What's the informal way? We say, boy, catch you later. The old folks say catch up on a, catch up on a strong, or, little more. What typically Peruvians say when they're saying goodbye?
Well, here they say ciao, which is informal.
Oh, ciao. All right.
Yeah, ciao.
Well, Joseph, thank you again for spending some time with us on Peru. And as they say in Peru, ciao.
Ciao.
Show some love now. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss a video.